I tell you what, I'm very pleased, and the newspaper had an excellent article on that just during the last week on how Owensboro has stepped up over the years to fund the arts. And I am very pleased that Owensboro in the past has done that and is continuing to do that. And I, for one, support continued funding of the arts. The arts have a place in our community. They have an impact on our schools, on our school children. They have an impact from people that travel from out of town. They have an impact on prospective business prospects. The arts are very important to our community, and we cannot let them falter. That's not to say that things cannot be changed. And do we need to change them? And do we need to look closer at them? And I think common sense tells us that we do. There's you mentioned it just a few minutes ago, there's a group of highly respected citizens in our community that's studying what steps need to be taken to assure that we can continue to have a good flow and a good mix of arts in our community. We're fortunate, and I know it's got some problems right now, but we're still fortunate to have the River Park Center in Owensboro. We've got some problems that we're going to have to address in the future on what we need to do with that, on how that needs to be managed and how we can make that successful. And I'm looking forward to the report that this group has been involved in. Hard-working individuals, and it's been a tough task for them. And I'm going to be looking forward to that. Very simply, I support the arts. They have a place in our community. We cannot let them falter, but we have to go through some underlying changes. And but basically, the city's going to continue to fund the arts, and I would support that.
What are your thoughts, and you touched on this, but the city taking an increased role in the operations of the River Park Center, is that something that you support, and how?
Yes,
role?
I do.
How do you see that role shaping up?
Well, once they defaulted on their loan, the city becomes responsible for that debt service. So at that point, the city's going to have to become involved in that. We're very fortunate that we have some people sitting on the board, our city manager, Tony Cecil, operation manager. And so they're going to be looking at some different ways on what we can do to make that more effective and more efficient. And we'll be looking for some information and feedback as we move through this process.